Okay, so this will be the last little um, preview of my exhibition before the opening on Friday. So I'm going to give this little two-part comparison, and then I'm going to get lots of sleep before my opening. Hopefully there's a lot of people there. So this little piece that I'm showing you right now is something I did in 2018. Um, and as a lot of my friends and colleagues could witness, I went through a lot of stuff at that point, and one could say it was, a lot of sort of like third-party PTSD, if you want to call it that, and it came out in really sort of bizarre ways. Anyway, this piece came out just like prior to when I was getting myself back together at that point. Now, this piece is a hitchhiker on a road, and there's a little funny story with this, and I'll just quickly say this story where the piece was, it involved some personal experience about hitchhiking at a certain point in my life, and a fellow war veteran, well, a war veteran, I'm not a war veteran, but another, like a real war veteran came, and he liked that painting. He said, "I want that." And then he took it home, hung it on his wall, and he was just living in a dingy little hotel next door on Albert Street. And then 2 days later, he says, "I don't want it." He brought it back, and he said, I guess you got some work to do." And I think I was honestly, I traded it for like one of those striped vests for my bicycling, and but it was kind of funny because he didn't like it. He gave it back to me, which fair enough. He didn't destroy it. He gave it back to me, which is a sign of honor. But this piece here, yeah, it was sort of a little rough. It was more of a sketch, but still, like my skills at that level in 2018, I'd say that was pretty accurate for where my skills were at. I mean, I could have worked harder and longer, but yeah, my skills were there. So something miraculous has happened over 5 years. So just so you know, now we'll move on to the next little piece, and I'll quickly describe that one. And that one is a self-portrait I just did recently. Now that's more accurate to what I'm capable of now. It's a self-portrait, a large self-portrait, so it's about 4 feet high, so 3 foot wide. So now this piece is sold to, I hope he doesn't give it back to me. But this piece also, like, this is, I use lots of I don't know what you call them, but like paint marks on them, like thick paint marks, and just dab different colors. So if you look at this up close in real life, like there's a lot of like mixture of color within like the color. So it's not like surface, it's not like a smooth surface. Um, anyways, people can recognize me through that. And so I thought that was pretty cool. And sometimes when you paint yourself, you just like you either make yourself really pretty or really ugly, and it doesn't. There's no in between. But somehow, a lot of people say that's me. So that's pretty cool. The other thing I wanted to say about the painting skill is that, like, if you look at those two combos, like, go back to the first one for a moment. And yeah, there's like, I was very simplifying everything, but it was still like, I actually thought this painting was just pretty good at the time. But then it shows your consciousness level of what you're painting, and then suddenly this level, and I think that level is pretty good too. But like, where could I go with it? Like if I keep working as hard as I do. Anyways, yeah. So lastly, I guess I'll just say, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's late tonight. I saw a big fire explode on a hydro pole outside. So, well, don't leave your, I don't know, I don't know what they say, like, don't plug in your toaster with a knife in it or something. I don't know. Anyways, I called 911. It's taking care of. Hydro's coming out. So hope you have a good night, folks, and hope to see you tonight. Thursday, Friday. Too tired. Have a good night. Goodbye.